Computer here. All right. And so since there's not that many people, if you guys can just mute yourself and then use the chat for questions, and we'll have time to open up for questions at the end. So, this is our onboarding call. This is something we do weekly. Typically, I actually run this with my upline as she couldn't make it today, so you guys will meet her another time. But with Empire Builders and the Real Deal Dream Team. So, Real Deal Dream Team, that's me, you guys. So, if you're under Brooke or me, you're welcome on this. And we do this actually weekly. It's a good thing to plug into multiple times because this is really just going to cover like business basic foundation. And so it's going to help you get familiar with where certain things are around the team, certain basics around the company, and how we do stuff. So we do record these. They're great for people that are new and definitely people that might be looking to become a leader because you want to get familiar with how the basics work. So you'll see in the team Facebook group, that's what we'll have. We have tons of different sales trainings and all of that. So for those that don't know me, I'm Brittany Mudkey Powers, joined Farmasi February 7th. And I have been in this space for 8 years and I kind of stumbled on an accident, but I failed kind of forward and learned all the different things. And I did something, our team did amazing things in my former company, and it taught me so much. But it was time to move on. And so that's what happened in February. And we have definitely hit the ground running. We hit one of the tippy top ranks last month in the US. And it's just, been a whirlwind since. So we're all just here for the ride. So we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit on how to duplicate. So this is kind of our plug and play system. You can scan this, or if you're in the team page, you probably already have the link to our team boards. So this was actually going to probably take you to Brooks boards. Our board, Brook boards in there. So it all works together and will all get you in the right place. But this is kind of how we use boards for our plug and play system for our team specifically. So we always say step one is going to be plug into the groups. So if you are on these teams, you're definitely welcome to the Real Deal Dream Team Facebook group. All updates are in there. Brooke has a team WhatsApp chat for her team. Our Facebook group has its own chat. And then you probably might get invited to a few other chats along the way. One thing I like to say about chats is we like to keep it like very solution oriented. It's not the place to put a customer service issue because we can't fix it, right? Like there's going to be issues. Something might break over your box there. You reach out to your upline, you get the customer service number, and you go forward. But maybe you want to know, you maybe want help with what's in a product or color matching someone or share a win. Those are things that you're going to use the chats for. Or hey, what was the link to the call? Certain things like that. And the other thing, chats aren't mandatory, guys. Like I do think they can be helpful. I am probably in a zillion chats. What I personally do is I keep the notifications off. And then when I have time and I'm working my business, I go in and check it. I don't feel the need that I have to read everything. I just, do it as it is. It's great to kind of be able to plug in when you can, but don't feel like you need to read every single message or you miss something that's going to kill your business. That's not the case. It's definitely more for community and support. Another thing we have here is a Facebook testimonial group. We call it the Glow Up Gang. We do have a training about that. And essentially, we welcome influencers and customers to add their people. It's like essentially a VIP group that's ran by us. We put our testimonies in it. Maybe someone asks, hey, how does L-carnitine work? And you can add them in there. You tag them in the post about L-carnitine. We keep sales updated, and it's basically a VIP group but we're doing the heavy lifting. You don't have to worry about the content. You don't have to worry about that daily. And so that is definitely another option and resource to help your business. I personally don't have like another VIP group for the business. I either use my personal page, messaging, or the Glow Up Gang. And that seems to have worked for me so far. And then step two is downloading the Boards app. Boards is essentially a keyboard shortcut app where you'll have all the resources programmed right into your keyboard on your phone. This makes duplication a breeze and sharing information with people. So Boards is going to be free for one. So if you don't want to have to pay right now, I would suggest definitely at least having our team board. And that's going to give you all, like literally, you guys, I promise you, any question will probably be answered in there. There's different about every product. We have all of our trainings in there, any replay, scripts for social media, anything around the comp plan. It's something you're not going to learn overnight. Been here for 6 months. I still have to go in there and look up stuff. I definitely do not know everything yet. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I may have seen that in Boards. I go and look in Boards. Whenever we get new information, we add it into Boards. So I will say I was very anti-Boards for years. I had people trying to tell me, use Boards since 2021, and I never did. Finally, when I came here, she suggested it, and I was like, you know what? Fresh start, let me try. I didn't love it at first because it felt weird on my keyboard, but now I'm literally obsessed. I feel like I can get 4 times the amount of work done. I now even have the paid version because I have Boards now for things I send people if they're interested in the opportunity, what I send people about. So now I'm obsessed. So my suggestion is be open-minded. Use the free one at first as a resource tool, and then just see how it goes at your own pace. But at least do the free one. Well, I guess that covered it. Yeah, so team boards, it's everything there at your fingertips, and it's going to be super easy. And we even actually have a training how to use Boards, and the Boards app has a training as well. So I want to make sure I'm not missing any chat questions here. They're popping up. How do you get WhatsApp? You would just it's going to be in the Boards there. And then we also do actually every month have an exclusive WhatsApp chat. We do that one on WhatsApp because Facebook has a limit. So when you hit 9%, you can join that chat too. But you'll learn about all that stuff later. So and the company has a broadcast where they do all updates on WhatsApp too. So that might be something you want. They have a Facebook group and they have a WhatsApp. So step 3, it's pretty easy peasy. We just say get launched. Most people overthink things. You're going to share why you joined. Begin sharing your business with others. Now that you have everything set up and ready to go, you're going to just start taking people on the journey with you. You're going to check out, content, share the selling points of Farmasi, why you partnered, your specific goals. You can reach out to people and make money together. We have under here a how to launch training. On the onboarding and the dream team, we have different suggestions for posts while you're waiting to get your first order. It's something I'm going to say the biggest mistake people make is they overthink. I say, you should have at least 3 or 4 full-size products and you just kind of share about it. You don't have to know about everything. Share your goals. Maybe you are on a weight loss goal. Maybe you just, use other people's content. Maybe you have a financial goal, but it's really just about taking people on that journey with you. But we have, like I said already, we put a lot of work into some training. So definitely take the time to dig in those and watch them because honestly, it's priceless. And then you can pause it, go at your own speed. What did they say here? And kind of tweak it and make it your own. Because one thing I see about Farmasi, we have hundreds of products, but there's also hundreds of ways to work your business. How, Stephanie works it is going to be different from how Carolyn works it. I had teammates on a vendor event today. I've never done a vendor event. You know what I mean? We have people that do girls' nights in at their house. I haven't done that yet. Do I want to? I do a lot of my stuff on social. We have someone that has I've seen an Instagram page where They'd never show their face. They're just making the drinks every day. So everyone works it how they do it. But what I love here is it isn't one size fits all. You figure out what works for you. But the biggest thing is to just figure out what works. Don't like sit there and like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do that. Pick like a few things. Like, do all of you guys have at least one idea of a product that maybe might be your favorite? Or are you guys still waiting? You can drop it in the chat if you tried a product right now. Vendor event next weekend. You do have to pay for boards if you want a whole bunch of them. But if you're just doing the team boards, it's free. And so I say you can just, that's the basic mascara. So we actually just launched this month a brown mascara, but mascara is easily to just share different ways about it. The L-carnitine, those will be back in stock. Recharge. Okay, so you guys there's so many different ways to just even pick like one thing. And because here's the thing I want you guys to know, especially if you're coming from a different company or you've never promoted anything before, this is going to be new to your audience. You have to become an authority in what you're sharing. Okay. So, like, if you've never ever talked about wellness or makeup before, and then you go on there, they're going to be like, what the heck, but they have to get used to you. You have to share a little bit, give them value, make them laugh. Oh my gosh, look at this, like figuring out how I've put on blush before where I look like a clown because I was figuring it out on live, or put up, people just they want to know that they can do it too. They want to relate to you. So if you feel like you have to know everything about everything, then that's going to be overwhelming to them. So you just share what's it helping you with? Why are you taking recharge? I don't list every single ingredient when I'm making my nightcap drink. I just share like what it helps me with. I mean, I can look it up for them and I might be able to name a couple things in it. I still don't know. I drink it every day though, and I can get more information, but the thing is people just want a problem to be solved, and everyone is dealing with, like when I first purchased collagen, it wasn't because they listed all the things that helped. All the ingredients. I'm sorry. It wasn't because they listed all the ingredients in collagen and that it was clean and it had this percent from bovine. Why I purchased collagen for the first time is because it said it could solve a problem. Someone said it helped them with their skin, said it could grow their nails. So that's why people decide to make purchases. And for you to become an authority in that area, you just have to consistently show up and, be excited. People buy your energy. So I know I said this wouldn't turn into a training, but I just wanted to say that kind of helps with your launch a little bit. A lot of different things as far as you just being committed, and it doesn't have to be a bunch of products, but you definitely need a couple at least, right? Because why, if people like, they're like, she's just talking about all this stuff, but she's never even tried one thing ever, so you might have a harder time doing it then. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm going to say it's going to be a little difficult if you don't even have one thing. Where to find your links in your back office. So we have an app and a website. Both are pretty much the same as far as when you're playing around in the back office. Under your profile, you're going to see your orders and all your customers' orders when they go down through there. Also, when you scroll down, you'll have access to the link that you share and the link for someone to order, and the link that you share if someone wants to join as an influencer. Also, under profile, the same way as a customer would log in, you scroll down, and that's where if you end up having a team, you can access your team management and all your back office stuff. So, extra stats and things back there. It's all through the same website, whether you're an influencer or a customer, which makes it really, really easy there. And then my favorite step is make some money. I think this is what a lot of us are here for in the end, whatever that looks like. I always say, in the beginning, we're saving money, but then we end up wanting to make money. My biggest thing is we ask people to commit to learn why they earn. Don't feel like you have to know everything, I think is the biggest message I want you guys to take away, because no one is a all-star professional. I think you could probably even talk to the top earner in the company, and she's not going to be able to break down every different product to you. But you'll go to her Instagram and she'll probably be sharing what she's excited about. You know what I mean? on a regular basis every day, right? So here's some quick facts about Farmasi. It's really good to know what you're representing. We are 74 years in heritage in Turkey. I am actually going to Turkey to see where the magic happens this week. I cannot believe it with a few teammates. It's super exciting. But we're 10 years in the direct sales space, 5 in the USA, 3 in Canada, and I think we're about a year into the UK now. Very, very new. 40 countries. European standard for product ingredients. This is really, really important. I think the US bans only like 10, while EU standards bans like 1,300. Because we are in Turkey, we're in the UK, we're in different, like they have a very strict what they allow in products, and they have, it's called a golden standard, and we actually have their 6 golden rules broke down in the back office of what you know their products are going to be about. Farmasi owns the entire supply chain. It's no white labeling. They make everything from the raw materials to the finished goods to what it's packaged in. I don't know if you guys haven't tried the Shea and Almonds collection. It's so good. But even the packaging, the boxes, they own it all. And it's really cool. Like it's like a city. They actually call it Pharma City, and they have like a greenhouse here and this here and R&D, research development. It's all there in the same place. But that's actually because they own everything, like even where they plant the ingredients. That's how they're able to keep the prices really affordable while still paying out very generously. And then the other fifth thing is there's no fees ever. There's not a website fee. There's not an annual fee. There's not a I gotcha, you didn't spend this much fee, nothing like that. So I think that is another reason why it does attract a lot of people that just want to do it for a discount, which is fine. Like they're welcome just the same. We have a car bonus program. We have trips built into the compensation plan, and we have an amazing community, whether it is in the team and then also the company. We have convention coming up in September, which is in Miami. Your upline knows all the details about that, but definitely an amazing community. The company does regular calls too, weekly, in the Facebook group. So you have different ways that you can enroll here. I love this. If you have the app has fun notifications when you get a customer and when you get an enroller, but you can become a customer here. Someone can become a customer, and when they shop, you get 50% commission earned on that. So they pay full price. So say they would pay, and I'm just going to make this up. They pay $10 for this. You get $5 on this. They pay $10 for this. You get $5, and then you get 5 PV. And we're going to break it down here, but your PV is based on the wholesale price. Now, when you log in and shop, you only pay $5 for this. And then when we have promos, you also get to double dip and take advantage of the promo. So say, for example, right now we have a couple summer sets on the website, and those are like 20% off. You're, as an influencer, now getting 70% off when you go on to those. We also have a preferred customer. This is kind of in beta program. They're still working on it. It's 25% commissions that are earned. They get a 25% discount, and then you get 25% commission. But what is a perk of this is, they're ordering on a regular basis. So, and then as a beauty influencer, this is someone that got a kit. They can sign up that. We also have hot lists. Oh, I thought she broke it down here. So we have these customized hot lists. You guys want to play around with this? We have a really good how to do these in boards too, but it's just where the heart is. And I love doing this, and I definitely suggest you get like comfortable with doing this. So say like my nightly drink, which is going to be Restore, vitamin C tablets, electrolytes, hydro drops, and aloe glow. And I'm making that video every night, being goofy. I have it on a hot list, Easy for me to put the link and share in my videos, or someone says they want it, I can share. Or my makeup look for the day, I made a hot list. Easy. It's you're building a cart for them essentially, and they can remove things and stuff like that. So hot lists are a really fun way to play, and it's very helpful if you have like a link tree or you do reels or you're in your stories. I definitely suggest customized hot lists. And you can actually add pictures too. So the instant perfecting cream, the one that gets rid of the wrinkles right away, I added my husband and my mom's pictures on mine. So here are some compensation plan definition. Qualified. When you hear qualified, that's a beauty influencer that has 125 PV, and this is what's required every 6 months to remain active. So that's 125 over the whole time. Most people do this in their first order, in their first month when they're getting products, and then they're good for 6 months. Personal volume, you get PV off of anything you purchase or anything you personally sell to your customer. Group volume is going to be PV, your PV, plus anything your team buys and sells to their customers or themselves. A leg is a number of frontline beauty influencers that achieve the 25% bonus level. And then your front line is a beauty influencer that you personally or directly sponsor. So those are kind of the basics with the compensation plan. I'm going to say, as far as the pay, it's very simple, right? You get 50% commission on the retail price, 1 PV per wholesale dollar. So the Absolute Elixir 75 retail, it's $37.50. We get 35.5 PV. Easy peasy. If a customer buys this for 75, we're going to earn 37.50 and we're going to get 37 PV. But if we shop it, we only have to pay that price, and the PV is dollar for dollar when we shop. That was something that I had to wrap my mind around, because the company I came from, you had to purchase everything full price, and then you've got a rebate later. So knowing that I get that discount right away and it's PV for PV is a new thing. So, oh, here comes the dogs. They're going to bark. Someone walked by. We have this really cool team building program here. Hold on. A team building program here where you can earn free products for your newly sponsored influencers. And these are when your influencers enroll in their first month and they achieve 125. You can earn up to 5 of these every single month. I have tons of them now. These are so good to be able to give out for freebies, or you can sell them for retail. This is actually how I ended up trying the Age Reversus exfoliating cleanser. It is the best. It is so, for exfoliating, it's so good. But you can earn up to 5 every single month. They show up the next month for you to add to your cart. So you can get up to 5 of these every month for the rest of your career here. So I do believe we need to update this because they last week added a bunch of different kit options, but we have a few different enrollment kit options. A lot of you probably joined getting the $19.99, or I think if you're in Canada, it's $25, the sample box. And so what most people end up doing is they end up grabbing the sample box and then grabbing full-size products, picking their own kind of kit, right? And a lot of people like to pass to get 125 so they can get their freebies, but we have ready-made kits too. You do get personal volume on all the kits here, except for the sample box because it's not full-size product. So if you get the premium nutrition kit for 125, you're going to get PB on that. And one really cool thing is you actually have the option to get as many kits as you want within 30 days. So I actually had someone actually grab another kit today because she grabbed the makeup one and she's like, wait, now I want the nutrition one. Sometimes we are lucky and they will like do a promo where they allow influencers that have been here forever to get new kits. So this is, if you're new, another opportunity to you. And something else really great if you're brand new is our welcome program. So you heard me talk about the 125. We have this consistency starting pharmacy even sweeter with our welcome program. So this is during your first 4 months as an influencer. You can qualify for even additional products. So, like I said, a lot of people they join and pass that 125 level just by shopping on their own, and then they got to add a full blast mascara to their cart. Also, every month we have a PV incentive by the company. So this month at 125, it unlocks either a primer of your choice, no, a primer or a shampoo. So essentially, if you're new this month and you get to 125, you're going to be able to get a free mascara and a free primer or shampoo. They also have a 250 level every month. This month's 250 level is my favorite vitamin C serum for your face, or an eyebrow mat. I think it's eyebrow wax and a lipstick. So, and those are based off of your PV. They'll just add it. So say your customers place a bunch of orders one day and you're at 250, then you'll look and you'll have the option. And that is unlimited all month long for those PVs. But for the welcome program, those are your first 4 months. And one thing I always need to tell people too, you do get a grace month. So say if you joined around the end of the month, you don't hit 125, you have the next month to earn that. And so do the people you enroll. But with the welcome gift, so say you earn month 1, you earn month 2, but maybe you sleep on month 3, which you don't want to sleep on month 3 because that's the absolute elixir. That is our magic potion. But if you did and you didn't get it, then you can't earn any more gifts moving forward. So. Oh, I'm missing some chats. I will get to the questions after because my chat's not popping up. But I wanted to make sure I just go through the basics here. So, basics high level compensation plan. We always say everyone has different goals here at Farmasi. Some people have no interest in building a team, and that's absolutely fine. Some people end up building a team accidentally because they have a bunch of people that just want the discount, and that actually ends up helping you because we are a volume-based compensation plan. You're going to see that it's not like, oh, you have to have a level 1, level 2, or different legs. It's all based on volume. So you get to go up and you earn and unlock different percentages on the total volume all the way up. So if you see here, if you hit 3%, that means your group volume's 200. 6% is 400, and that includes you and your downline. The highest extra percentage, so we say the goal for some is to get to 25%. So 25%, that's 5,000. That's 5,000 points, which honestly, I mean, that's 10,000 in retail. That's not crazy for the first leadership role here. So at that 25%, that's the first one. And then essentially your goal is to get some people with 25% under you. We have different trips that are built into the compensation plan. So that's where the turkey trip you heard me talk about is built in there. We have a pharmacy leadership academy in there, convention experience, trip to Europe, a tropical destination. But then they also do trips not based on level, that you literally can be any rank and earn. We just had one in Mexico, and I believe they're going to be announcing one at convention soon too. So we have a few different videos on the compensation plan. If you're looking towards leadership, I would definitely say watch them. But it's definitely, I think, too, something you'll see more in play. Like your group bonus is earned on every influencer. So a group bonus, you see, like you can see your bonus breakdown in your wallet. Every influencer that you personally sponsor, the amount you earn is based off of the difference between their level and your level. So you can kind of see if you're at 25% and your direct person is at 15%, you're going to earn 10% on their entire team. So that's why I said, even people like if someone's here for a discount, that's great, fine. We love on them and because it doesn't matter if every dollar counts here. It's not like Susie needs to hit a rank for and Carrie needs to hit a rank for. No, just whatever's underneath you, that volume matters. Comp plan simplified. Your goal, if you know you're working this as a business, is 125 every month. That keeps you qualified for 6 months. It's going to get you the welcome gifts. You're going to be qualified for commissions. And then our up line has these marketing trainings in school. You hit 125 your first month, you can unlock school. And then there's always different incentives around 125 this month specifically. And I'm going to say for August, because this is being recorded. If you have 125 by the 7th, our upline's running a fitness challenge for 21 days, and you can invite your customers. There's a $500 cash prize. So there's always things around 125. Comp plan simplified, 50% commission. I think this is the most important one. 50% commission on all personal hours, on all personal orders that you get, and that's paid out to you in 72 hours. Now, if you're looking at leadership, team building, your goal is 5,000 in group volume. Listen, not everyone has this as a goal, but some people do, and it's going to be at a different time frame. I actually met this lady at Mexico who has been with Farmasi since 2021, and she hit the 5K director rank. In April. And she said that she's just been shopping as a discount and And then finally, I think last fall, she was like, I'm going to make it, and went all in. And then she hit the director rank. And we do have one-time bonuses for those. So she was really excited. So like I said, I always tell people to kind of put your blinders on. Everyone has a different journey. You can't compare to someone else. Just compare to what you're doing. Frequently asked questions. There's no annual fee. 125 PV in 6-month period keeps your 50% discount, and you'll always make 50% commission no matter what your PV is. You don't have to that's always going to be the case. 125 PV you earn on your team sales, and you're eligible for all bonuses. Influencers will always pay for shipping unless there's a promotion. So that's something I want to keep in mind. And we do have those promotions. We actually just had one where it was free shipping. So that's cool. Customers get free shipping at $75. So influencers, because we're always shopping at 50%, we always will pay for shipping unless there's a promotion. Subscription is they get 25% off. They can run it in 1 or 2 month intervals, and they get free shipping if it's over $40. To get paid, you can do that I always say it's easier to wait till there's some money back there, but you can add a bank account and then you can transfer your earnings. It's called your Farmasi wallet. And they also actually have their own card too called Pay Quicker. So you can get a Farmasi card, or you can get it transferred right to your bank account, or the most dangerous one is you can use it towards your own orders, which I have found to be very dangerous myself. You leave it in there and then you can apply it towards your balance, and I'm like, oh Lord, I need to get this out of there. So I did find out that too. So what are your next steps? We complete the onboarding steps, which you watch this call. You also should have been directed to a Canva. If not, you'll see it right under New Influencer Start Here, which has a checklist for onboarding. Then you're going to make your list to get launched. What does that look like for you? Are you going to talk? Are you going to do more in person? Are you going to do it on social media? Who are you going to talk to? Start talking to people, and then you take people on your journey. Like I said, everyone's going to do it their own way. There is no wrong way except for not doing anything. That's literally it. Because you can restart. I had someone actually, she kind of just went all in, and then she finally went back to watch the launching stuff, and she saw there was a script, and she's like, oh, I missed all that. I should have did it. And I was just like, it's okay. Only like 5% of people are watching what you do anyways. I had someone last week, very surprised I wasn't with my old company. They were like, what? You're no longer with so-and-so? I was like, I haven't been there for like 6 months. I post about Farmasi every single day. So people really aren't paying attention to us as much as we think. That's why consistency is really important. So say maybe you already posted just do it again. You know what I mean? In a different way. And I definitely do love that we are always posting content calendars. We're always sharing ideas. So in this industry, right, we don't have bosses. We have mentors, we have coaches. No one's going to be on you to say do this, but we're going to point you to the resources there. And we have so many amazing resources here. You just dig in them, you know? And then I do love because you can kind of watch at your own pace, but it is really up to you what we do with this business. And that's it at the end of the day, really. So, does anyone have any questions for me? You can unmute. Let me see if I can pull up the chat because it like disappeared here. Oh, finally. Hot list, so many freebies. Oh, okay, good. So no. If you have any questions, you can unmute if you want. If not, it's no biggie. I know there was a lot of information. I'm gonna say we probably won't have this onboarding call next week because me and Brooke are both gonna be in Turkey, so I'm gonna save the recording. But if you have like a free hour, go into boards, look under training and recordings, and then just pick a couple names that speak to you and start watching them. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. It's people would pay, honestly, they probably have paid for courses to get what we have here for our team. So I'm really proud of what we have put together. So welcome to the company. This is just the beginning, everyone, and I hope to see you on the team page.
How
You,
do we get the link for the WhatsApp and for boards?
yeah, Ashley, who is your sponsor?
It was Kennedy, but she is no longer.
Okay, do you have any idea who her upline is? 'Cause I just want to, or do you have you seen me on Facebook? I'm trying to see if you're
Um,
under me or if you're under Brooke.
I'm not sure. I both of them say inactive. It's weird.
Hold on, let me see if because I just want to be able, because I'm like, can, I don't want to send you the wrong thing if you're under Brooke. So that's why I'm asking specifically. When did you sign up?
A few months ago.
And you're under, would it say Ashley Burgess?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, so go ahead and send me a message on Facebook and I'll send you the link.
Okay.
It's Brittany Metke Powers. You're on my team.
Okay.
I don't know who the two people are in on I don't know your upline really, but you're in my downline somewhere, so I'll make sure you get linked into those things and
Okay.
make sure you're in all the groups.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right, you're welcome. Have a great night, everyone. I will see y'all soon.
See ya.